Imam Musa Kazim bin Imam Jafar as-Sadiq, peace be upon them, titled as Al Kazim, and Bab al-Hawa'ij, is the seventh Imam of Shia Muslims. He is grandson of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his lineage is Musa son of Jafar, al-Sadiq, son of Muhammad, al-Baqir, son of Ali, Zainul Abidin, son of Hussein, al-Shahid, son of Amir ul-Mu'minin, Ali ibn Abi Talib, peace be upon them. His technonyms were Abu Ibrahim, Abu al-Hasan al-Awwal, Abu al-Hasan al-Mahdi, and also Abu Ali. He was known as al-Abd al-Salih due to his great piety and worshipping, and known as al-Kazim since he forbore against the maltreatment of others. He was born in 745 CE in the city of Abwa, near Medina, in present-day Saudi Arabia. Imam Musa Al Kazim is the son of Imam Jafar al-Sadiq, and highly respected among both Shia and Sunni Muslims for his knowledge and piety. Imam Musa inherited these qualities from his father. Imam Musa Al Kazim passed 20 years of his sacred life under the gracious patronage of his holy father. His inherent genius and gifted virtues combined with the enlightened guidance and education from Imam Jafar as-Sadiq showed in the manifestation of his future personality. After the martyrdom of his father, Imam Musa became the seventh Imam of the Shia Muslims. His imamate started in 765 CE and lasted until his death in 7999 CE. Despite the challenging circumstances, Imam Musa Al Kazim continued to impart religious knowledge and wisdom to his followers. Many narrations and sayings attributed to him are collected in books of hadith. Imam Musa Al Kazim is remembered for his piety, wisdom, and perseverance in the face of adversity. He is highly revered by Shia and Sunni Muslims, and his life and teachings continue to inspire followers in their spiritual and ethical practices. Renowned Sunni Egyptian scholar Ibn Hajar al-Haytami remarks about Imam Musa al-Khadim narrates as, "The patience and forbearance of Imam Musa al-Kazim was such that he was given the title of al-Kazim, one who swallows down his anger. He was the embodiment of virtue and generosity. He devoted his nights to the prayers of God and his days to fasting. He always forgave those who did wrong to him. His kind and generous attitude towards the people was such that he used to patronize and help the poor and destitute of Medina and provide for them cash, food, clothes, and other necessities of sustenance secretly." Some sayings of Imam al-Khadim are as follows: "The pleasures of this life are just like water sea. The more a thirsty man drinks from it, the thirstier he becomes. Allah has against the people two hujjas. One is apparent and the other is concealed. The apparent one is the messengers, prophets, and imams he designated, while the concealed one is represented by the gifts of minds." During his imamate, Imam al-Kazim was repeatedly summoned and imprisoned by Abbasid caliphs. For the first time, he was taken from Medina to Baghdad at the command of the Abbasid Caliph, al-Mahdi al-Abbasi. Harun also imprisoned the Imam 2 times. After many years, the Imam was moved to the prison of al-Fadl b Rabi, where Imam al-Kazim spent the last years of his life in the prison. According to Shia scholar al-Sheikh al-Mufid, al-Sindi poisoned the Imam at the command of Harun al-Rashid, and 3 days later, the Imam was martyred. His martyrdom occurred on Rajab 25, 183. The Imam was then buried in Baghdad in the place known today as Al-Kazimiya district, which was named after his title. Al-Kazimine's shrine is the resting place of Imam Musa Al Kazim. The initial structure built on top of the mausoleum of Imam Al Kazim was a tomb that comprised of a chamber and a dome. During the Buyid dynasty, the shrine of Al-Kazimine underwent reconstruction, during which several new structures were added to the site. In 336-947-8, Muiz al-Dawla al-Dailami ordered the demolition of the existing structure and oversaw the construction of a tomb, a dome, and a teak dari on top of the graves of both Imam A. A surrounding wall was also built, and soldiers were assigned to guard the holy site. Shah Safi ordered extensive renovations to the shrine, which included solidifying the foundations of the minarets. The shrine of Al-Kazimain has an area of 14,514 square meters. Along with its buildings, its area amounts to 26,000 square meters. The shrine of Al-Kazimain has 4 porticos or rawaks, which was covered by marble stones. The lower half of the walls of the porticos is adorned with marble stones, with the upper and the ceiling boast ornate mirror work. The porticos connect to the courtyard through 8 gates. The doors of the shrine are made of gold and silver, featuring carvings with Nastaliq calligraphies of Quranic verses, Persian and Arabic poems, and their manufacturing dates. During the early Qajar period, the courtyard of Al-Qazimain had 3 entrances with azure tiles on their lintels. Subsequently, the number of entrances increased to 10. 25-day of Rajab million of Shia pilgrims visits the shrine to commemorate Martyrdom of Imam every year. The pilgrims march on foot or by bus from places across Iraq and abroad to mourn. Dozens of tents are set up on the streets leading to the shrine to serve water, food, and medication to the pilgrims. People clad in black and accompanied by drummers marching in lines in honor of Imam Musa Al Kazim, who was poisoned to death while in prison. Mourning reached climax on 25th of Rajab, Martyrdom Day of Imam Al Kazim, when replica of coffin of revered Imam is brought in holy mausoleum of Kadmiya, Imam Ali al-Raza, peace be upon him, who is son of Imam. Musa Al Kazim said, "Anyone who visits my father's grave is like the one who visits the graves of the Prophet, peace be upon him, and Ali ibn Abi Talib, peace be upon him." In another narration, he said, "The reward given for visiting the grave of his father is like the reward given for visiting the grave of Imam al-Hussein, peace be upon him." Today, 25 Rajab, Feb 06, 2024, we remember him.